when we sit like this, it is time to bring you the conversation within, around, and outside the Ghana's entertainment industry. And I said the Ghana showbiz space. Now, in Koma Yebabedi, if a Stonebwoy and our face Sallymann. And a face so a screw face at home. Now, him so Kaya and chair and a screw Stonebwoy a drop in Yum JJ. A Stonebwoy drop us on Yum JJ. Screw face and so a buy a baby ye be so. Now, after says Screwface by Ye too, so the fans were calling says Screwface and a Stonebwoy and JJ General remix. And a Stonebwoy, Echo Kai say, commercial wise, you know. I mean, it wasn't necessary for them to do it. And it was because a fan asked a question about it. Say he also feels the Screwface style of music, you know, on JJ, you know. Until now, also hope is and answer will be Stonebwoy. If say possibly Stonebwoy any Screwface ever come together to do a JJ remix nana. And a Stonebwoy a mano MY ewo hunia TV say na Stonebwoy answer.
Meso masim bisana kitwe bi pe. Actually JJ no APA no. Meti no me fili Screwface ni style bi wo tina me kan kofo na ye can say oh we there was say Screwface na feature with Stonebwoy me say ebia say sad ni be see with three man say
oh okay
a good idea me so me hu ye pa make say big respect to Screwface almost a senior man na almost share game na ase e pian style bi a ye raga ne be fra we no me na nyame ncha de ye say Paul awan bantem empo no so Paul no so ne juma ye so de be kan edikanfo no ho enti ne juma so de kan won say metu ne din afro dancer nti sa style na to mo say ne na nyankopo adum agina be bia omotumi identify sa style no say globally no almost say we raga rap free Africa na o style no whatever o language no mo say this is afro dancer man I define ye. But also my check diversity bebre. What I say, and JJ cry style account. Nye mekani say buy no. A man for I say, screw. I know no so cry na niji ho.
Or a video cry.
A video cry. But portfolio suma statements be. On say industry next so. Ebi a momu hu no from fan point of view. Say, anka we sa be kan ho a. Anka ebi a be den. Anka ebe so but no cry na me nim no so breaking it down. It will just be for the niceness of it. Say, because already know me my plans and my remix is baby. And you know, and also how but so where the can be sa my main share and so answer. Because ABR remix the banner say bra penny was wa. And also bema we ni aje. But commercial factor na e de bema nyum no. Minji ni say there would be any further commercial factor in the geographical location where we find ourselves. Feeling saying can you buy within that first week, you know, Nanka, Brand say, Miri reach out, say, oh, Brad, can you do a remix? I feel like it would just be for the niceness. And it's not just me that's going to take that decision. Maybe I say, but there's a whole management team that also thinks beyond me and you just wanting a nice vibe on a song. So there was not going to be really any, I hope that I'm not misconstrued, really any more wow to the effect. Because Yasha, I'm saying, that style of music, you know, was typically somewhat dormant for a very long time, and people were feeling to have that. So when I studied and got that, I'm bringing nostalgic feelings with this kind of album. No? I took a risk and dropped it, and I knew it was going to work because people, Ghanaians especially, wanted to gravitate to something that is fundamental to their sound.
Yeah.
So if that sparks the energy of a legend, what's the easiest thing to do is to just do a version on the beat in that moment if you wanted to. Because it's just a week less. We're not going to now reach out to, you know, I think I commented and reposted.
Okay, now this is Stonebwoy and a reaction and as in the response to that particular question. And as Sallymann say no, and you may be a honor and who he say anka efo and as a Stonebwoy ebeka What you say? Now, I'm going to Kobe Just Van. Yeah, Tanasi. You're going to be doing Kobe is a blogger, a social media influencer, and a publicist, and then never break on the upper so you be a Kobe Just Van. Man is working or boy Juma den. I mean Ghana showbiz space no Kobe Just Van and Sujina or boy Juma den. Now Kobe, it's saying.
Boko now so.
Nyamiado bibi aboko.
One side.
Then eko.
When you say Yanyat say it is all about the happenings. They are also a space anymore. The own here say become one same.
Okay.
The yebe mano. I mean breakdown no. I don't so be to me as be a film. No. Now misconception any agenda and so you're breaking it down.
Okay. Okay. Kobe, if it is about the happenings, entini atana se dia near ekosu ni Sallymann ewo eka edechere eye Stonebwoy no eno ni.
Afa so what's na a platform so ye bisawo and a fan and e bisawo about eye jejeje remix. Efo wo kasa too much. Efo wo kasa too much. Sa jejeje remix eye whole legend. Papa so ono so tell another legends friends so. And the jammy to wonum jejeje eye screw face. Ah wo bia advocate say unfa nto so. Now portfolio, where you portfolios as a PR, next war year, allow him to do it because PR job is not meant for everybody. You are not a PR person. What you say will not make commercial sense. Why do you open your mouth to say, as portfolio said, it will not make commercial sense? That Lumba. Any nana champon. I promise you an album for 20 years and I was there. What you say? Yeah, a day. I can saw the award and the album beba. Up to now, yeah, that's where Bisawon. Omoka say, oh, yeah, time. It's a sensible person. Our name say, grab me no, and you will fancy and quite a bit to me diako. Now, a yes screw face fans to bet me a buono would have sat down to say, you know what? Ebeba, munya botre, and your portfolio say.
Now, after some common Sallymann has started, and I'm a pese Kobe so everything I know the to Jan. I say everything home come kakra or him say. Kobe,
big man.
When you listen to Sallymann, what Sallymann said, based on what Stonebwoy Kwaka won your showtime, based on screw face, ne also ne verse or the two JJJ no so I mean on TikTok live and now for F qualify for a year remix no. Now let's enter it on Stonebwoy conversation and Sallymann there. What do you make out of the whole conversation?
Well, thank you so much once again, Minya. And Jomne say JJJ. Nanu we ne kofa bayu.
Ono wani jejereje.
Nanu we ne kofa bayu.
Ono wani jejereje.
So that's
Nanu yara na ode bayu. Ono wani jejereje.
That's it. So JJJ is my personal favorite. I mean, I love the song on the album. And commoning in the Beam Nation president, I released a new album. I mean, Up and Running 6.
Yes, Up and Running.
Running 6. So the 6 signifies the 6th studio album. So make you guys go check it out there and stream. But that is just by the way. And Germany say JJLJ. Nano and a debay. And we hear conversation in say Stonebwoy your kind a papa. Say papa nina a nano. So uncle cancer. And can be sure say in same
na even in common is it nanu ya na kofa ba ya na nanu ya na kofa ba yo emudi
e nano
to you no e nano
we yi ano say e nano
na bi
we bet me follow up on video no o say e nano
na bi
say nye nano a menua videos ni wo ho
is it
ahwefo so Embra.
Is it a conversation on you?
No. Pay critical attention to. Oh yeah, no.
The response. The response of the mind and say, "Sir, you can say conflict of interest," and I say, "Sir, maintaining what say kakra share no is adia enyum tofo eye e de share enyum. I mean, right now no." One would see a ebe say wano obi so tincha obeka say na anu ya nti say na wo behunu bia wo fa na sa but as to give a direct answer say ya wano ana na anu ya de Stonebwoy didn't answer that
so asebe na na wo ka
Nanu ya na kofa ba na se nanu we ya na de kofa ba.
O say no na manwom na ye o de no. So I know their friend double entendre, 2 syllables. Also lyricism, you know, your style be out to me punch, your friend the punchline. A man for the omunim the draw on the punchline, so but your levels. Obi to make us send back when you near material and creating confusion with you.
Yes.
Now I hear the ambiguous statements, you know, but often is also a two-edged sword. Where one cannot loud out, and I'll tell me one side and come and say, I would hear me kind. But it's all the other public, you know. I've said green and I'm no better.
And now I'm go for your
Yes, I agree.
Meanwhile, whatever angle that you want to take it, it will still help you to push whatever agenda.
Okay.
If a the other day, you will tally based on your agenda.
Okay.
Say you are non so you go tally. But the bottom line here is Stonebwoy responder and a responser or the man it will near show time. So is it necessary? Let me agree partly with what Sallymann is saying.
Which is
say I can win here say I can stone about twice so commercially it wouldn't make sense and I wouldn't fetch in whatever result that they are looking for. Of course, himself portfolio is now working with Beam. If it is not official, indirectly or unofficial, himself portfolio is working. So I was also thinking, say, anke ode ojane manika hosa, and ope response be to play a devil advocate there to end it. So as through that response, it can better still bring this kind of rhetorical questions or maybe ambiguous responses. It will keep ringing in the minds of people. I mean, the fans, other camps, and other agenda people, because irrespective of whatever standard they will be choosing, agenda will. But making it sound, say, commercially, it wouldn't make sense. One way or the other, Screw and so on take it easily. Because according to him, on also feel our fan base, or your OG, our lovers, or admirers. So you checking it from that angle, no? Indirectly, I had to say, one share them buni bisa. I say, who buni abunfia? Say, despite say office space in the moon, ache, wasansa ba back, say, obey the big get grounds, you know. You are not trying to give him that kind of respect as an OG, because let's pay attention or let's make a reference to the response. You know, you can see some level of bitterness, and if okay, let me take bitterness out of it. Level of sadness, and a disappointment, no. At least if that is the case, I can expect to say Stone better than that way. But whatever it is, to Stonebwoy too is also thinking about label wise. He is on a label, and with an international label or with a record label, we don't just wake up to just do anything at all. Whatever that you want to do, it is by the directive, the direction, and by the coaching or in line with the plans of the label. So let me also assume or think, say, ABR on the side of the label, no, the remix isn't even part of them now. Or even if it is part in part, they're also looking up to another international personality that will also add more light to the mileage of the song. Now, Screw Ganani, Stone Ganani, Screw Ebon Homody, Stone Sunso Ebon Homody. So imagine, say, if we are also to get an Ivorian singer to also jam. And my area said the rhythm too is an Ivorian rhythm. So getting an Ivorian on the song will come with a different vibe, different feeling. And one way or the other too, Stone will also get the opportunity to tap into an international audience, and that is the Francophones line. That is what I'm also tempted to believe. But whatever it is, no matter how you respond, no matter how you answer it, I mean, personally, I don't feel anything bad with it. That people are pushing agenda. And Screw 2 is making the whole thing seem, say, Stonebwoy and Kasai. What you see? But I think, say, well,
to say, says Stonebwoy and Kasai, you see, the video no indicates and as I captures the moment now before say even post Stonebwoy ebe started with the responses or they any day Emma screw face. He recognized through screw face. I mean Obonabaso or how almost started be whatever they are doing right now no any baby babedru or the saba so the Emma. And then again I was saying yet yes that as at that time no now about I think it's just a week.
Yeah, sure.
Until for to come just a week and people start calling for remix no like I also feel say even if there should be a remix crana, at least America cremum, let's see how and you will explore across the globe, no baby and you be see a real rafa. But just a week, like all those screwface in the lie moon and I say in the zone, that is in the field that ultimately a yepa. I mean, I don't know no doubt about that. I say that is the style of screwface. But for 1 week now I'm up for quality for screwface and brand and he felt say commercial wise, it wasn't be appropriate. So at a better time, if Ono deserve it to be on it, still why not? They can come together and do it. But Sallymann also feels for Stonebwoy to come out and say that it wasn't necessary because he could have left it for portfolio to continue with that conversation, but not yet for Stonebwoy. Me personally, you see, just as you said, Ebi and Kobet me far other means with their answer the question. But your corona I criticize. Just as I started with say when he was asked about Nanuya no kofa bae and I said Nanuya and no kofa bae, he didn't give a direct answer. And no, still as we speak right now, no. Yenum bebre yenim whether a nanuya no kofa bae and I said nanuya and a kokofa bae, we don't know until for him to give a direct answer, which I don't see any disrespect in that particular commenter or make here a show time. But all in all, Sallymann no feels Stonebwoy should have left it for portfolio to continue that conversation, but ono no chira efo ekasa. Me who kasa krona be if kasa but I don't feel say if kasa. Yeah, you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I think I don't have any problem. Say bia Stonebwoy making the point clear without making a reference to portfolio. With a portfolio at the night beam, you are indirectly making us understand. So now it is portfolio making you think, or portfolio is thinking for you. What you say? That is the only issue here. He could have communicated without not making a reference. So portfolio umpo can say and I'm so. You get what I'm trying to say? You get the direction that I'm going.
Yes, I
yes. So if that is the angular, then indirectly, we say it is portfolio ne push you for you to come and what? Answer it or respond in this way or that way. So it would have been better ABR one making reference. And Stone, him say you are very good when it comes to communication. Personally, I'm one person that I love how he communicates. The responses. He's very smart, always looking or trying to be more diplomatic and very one-sided. When it comes to the response. So bringing portfolio in the picture, no, it was a no thing for me.
It was a no thing.
Yeah, no, it was a no thing for me. I wasn't even expecting say obey bringing portfolio say no portfolio can see. And I think that is what Sallymann is also having a problem with. And personally, I felt that kind of issue kakra with the reference na ordinary portfolio beam, making it seem say I say portfolio na my dream, and it shouldn't be so. Stone, we know you, yeah.
Well, so per Kobe just one, it shouldn't be so. And I said the part of the portfolio the Barmono, it shouldn't have gone that way. What do you also think? Do you think with the commentary and I said with the response as Stonebwoy at the man a year on your show time, and I say at the Magana phone on your show time, it was a perfect one. And I say you also think it wasn't necessary for him to even respond in that manner, not to talk of even mentioning portfolio crampo edin ewum. When Sallymann and Kobe just one a dream, and I say also as also warding conversation. I was being at Kwesiarmah. Kobe just one. The nation's blogger and Etanasia Yedi and Komo Hanum say, Komono, what is happening in the industry. Bashawa, subscribe to the channel, Nafi, turn on notification bell. We are search Kobe Just Van. Yes, Kobe Just Van. Or social media platforms in so. Click in so subscribe, like, turn on notification, comment on the videos, cause or boy Jumapa. Yes, and share the next episode. Kobe. Bye bye.